Eric, my name is YouTube, and welcome back to my Everyone channel. If you haven't seen my in-depth analysis of the Capital One Venture X card, or the Chase Sapphire Reserve, or the Amex Platinum card, I'll put the links in the description below so that you can go check that out. But for this video, we're going to be talking about the next travel card in our list, the Citi Premier Card. Haven't heard of it? Well, that's kind of understandable considering it's not really in the top 3 in the credit card issuer world. For the top 3, it's usually a mixture of Chase, American Express, and really recently, Capital One. While Citi's credit cards aren't typically talked about, I think Citi is taking the right steps with their Citi Premier Card. And that the Citi Premier Card is really a hidden gem, and I'll talk about it in this video as to why. So today we'll be taking a deep dive into everything that the Citi Premier Card has to offer. We're going to first start it off with the annual fee and welcome bonus, then talk about the statement credits and additional perks, and finally talk about ways to earn and lounge access. Then we're going to wrap it all up, and I'm going to give my personal opinion on who really deserves this card the most and who probably will benefit from this card at all. And just talk about whether or not this card is good in general. If you like these styles of videos, please consider leaving a like and ringing that notification bell. And even consider subscribing if you haven't already. I've decided to start doing a series about travel credit cards and credit cards in general, but for right now, I'll be sticking with travel credit cards. I'm going to be calling it Travel Card Tuesday. So tune in every Tuesday for another in-depth analysis of the next travel credit card in my list. And once we run out of those to talk about, we're going to be talking about more educational stuff like travel hacking or credit card churning, or something like how to raise your credit card score. So again, if you like this style of content, please consider smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm and even consider subscribing as well. And with that, let's get right into this video. Not usually talked about when people recommend travel credit cards, the Citi Premier Card has really flown under the radar since its creation, and it's really a shame. Clocking in at an annual fee of about $95, it fits snugly within the next tier of travel credit cards, which I like to call the $95 travel card tier or the mid-tier of travel credit cards. This category is chock full of the next tier of travel credit cards from other credit card issuers as well, such as the Venture Card by Capital One, Chase Sapphire Preferred by Chase, and the Amex Gold Card by American Express. And I understand that the Amex Gold has a $250 annual fee, but we won't mention why that is included in this category for this video, but I'll talk about it next time in another video. So back to the Premier Card. The current welcome bonus is an extra 60,000 bonus points when you spend $3,000 or more within the first 3 months of the account opening. And these points can be redeemed when shopping online with Amazon.com or BestBuy.com, or just used as gift cards or straight cash back, or even via travel rewards with flights, hotels, and or cruises, and etc. Speaking of rewards, let's get into the statement credits. First, you have the $100 annual hotel credit when you spend $500 or more in a calendar year. Understandably, the $500 requirement is going to be difficult to achieve for some people, but for those who actually achieve this feat, the $100 statement credits back will virtually make this card annually free, because the Citi Premier Card has an annual fee of $95, and when you get that $100 statement credit activated, the card is actually paying you $5. Other perks included are the included warranty protections, damage and theft protection, Citi Entertainment, and the World Elite MasterCard program, since the Citi Premier Card is a MasterCard. What the World Elite membership program basically entails is a bunch of different programs that give different benefits, such as memberships to DoorDash's Dash Pass. Remember that Chase Sapphire Reserve had a similar benefit, Lyft stipend, HelloFresh discount, Fandango statement credit, ShopRunner membership, and an assortment of protections, and finally the MasterCard Luxury Hotel and Resorts Collection. Similar to the Visa Infinite Luxury Hotel Collection, the MasterCard Luxury Hotel Collection is basically the same thing, but with another group of hotels. It includes the same perks that the Visa Infinite Hotel gives, and there's not really too much of a difference. Moving over to ways to earn, I think this is where the Citi Premier Card becomes competitive compared to the other travel credit cards within the $95 category field. First, you have 3x on air travel, 3x on hotels, 3x at supermarkets, 3x at gas stations, 3x at restaurants, and finally 1x on all other eligible purchases. With 5 different ways to earn 3% cash back on the Citi Premier Card, this basically essentially means that the Citi Premier Card is a 3% cashback all-around card. And there's an abundance amount of ways to redeem these points as well. There's the 1 cent to 1 point ratio, where you can book traveling through the Citi portal, cash back, gift cards, or bill statements, or also the option to transfer your points to one of Citi's 18 mostly international transfer partners. These could essentially make your Citi thank you points become about 2 cents to 4 cents when you book through a transfer partner. Unfortunately, with the mid-range tier of travel credit cards, they don't really typically offer lounge access or the priority pass. That's something more typically reserved for premium travel cards. So in this case, the Citi Premier card doesn't offer personal lounge accesses or the priority pass. However, since you're constantly making 3x on 5 different categories for the Citi Premier card, you could pay off the fees for entering these lounges if you wanted to. Citi in the past did have a higher tiered premium travel card called the Citi Prestige card, but they recently discontinued that card. It did used to offer priority pass access and their own small network of lounges, but unfortunately that card is discontinued. And so right now, Citi doesn't really have a card that offers that access. All right, so before we talk about my personal opinion about the Citi Premier card, let's take this time to clear up some details that might be a little confusing. First, when I mentioned that the 18 different international transfer partners were mostly international, I meant it. The only local or domestic transfer partner is JetBlue. So if you love traveling on JetBlue, that's a perfect option for you. But for people who like to fly in United, Delta, or American Airlines, that might be a little more difficult. But with a little more maneuvering and talking to customer services, you could get cheap Delta flights and American Airline flights via the international transfer partners. Second, many of you guys are probably wondering why Citi doesn't have a premium travel credit card like the Capital Adventure X, the Chase Sapphire Reserve, or the Amex Platinum card. Well, they used to. It was called the Citi Prestige card. When it first came out, it was one of a kind. It was highly sought after, but after years and years of constant devaluation, they decided to discontinue that card. But they have said in a statement that they will continue to offer services for those who continue to have the Citi Prestige card. But for new card holders that want this card, it is no longer available. And finally, Citi removed travel protections in 2019. This includes the list below, but basically every single travel protection that this card used to have is no longer there anymore. Alright, so coming towards the end of this video, it's time to wrap it up with my own personal opinion about the Citi Premier card. Since we're not talking about the Citi Prestige card, which is their premium travel card, let's not compare the Citi Premier card to the premium travel card market. Instead, let's compare it to the mid-tier travel card market instead. First, let's talk about ways to earn. Essentially being a 3% cashback card with 5 different ways to earn that percentage, I would probably rank this card towards the top, if not the top, in terms of mid-tier travel credit cards. It also essentially becomes an annual fee free card when you spend $500 or more on hotel annual bookings. Now, if you're someone who already spends that amount or more every single year, this is a no-brainer because it provides a free travel credit card in your pocket. And generally speaking, it's going to be about 2 to 3 weekends worth of hotel visits or 5 to 7 nights of hotel bookings to get that $500 activation for that $100 statement credit. And also, since Citi has 18 different international transfer partners, your thank you points will go a lot longer than you expect. Since Citi points are technically comparable to Amex's membership rewards or the Chase Ultimate Rewards points, they also carry the same 2 cent to 4 cent ratio that TPG gives to those people, essentially doubling the mid-tier travel credit card into a 6% cashback in 5 different categories. Now, I can see that in virtually everyone's pocket. Given that this card offers 5 different ways to earn 3% cash back, I'd recommend this card to practically anyone, but I'd probably mostly recommend this card for people who can justify spending a lot of money on dining, restaurants, gas stations, grocery shopping, and travel, which is basically essentially anybody. Someone who I wouldn't probably recommend this card to is someone who couldn't justify spending $500 in hotel bookings in a single calendar year. Just because if you don't spend that much money and get that $100 statement credit in return, this card is going to cost you $95 out of pocket just to keep this card every single year. So with that, thank you for watching. I hope this video was entertaining and informative. If you like this style of content, please consider leaving a like down below and ringing that notification bell, and even consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'm currently making a travel card series called Travel Credit Card Tuesday, where I'll be talking about different travel credit cards that the market offers. And once I'm done with that, I'll talk about more educational style videos such as what credit card churning is, what travel hacking is, and how to increase your credit card score. On top of that, I have other credit card series that I want to talk about, such as cashback credit cards. But in the meantime, please feel free to tune in every Tuesday around 5 to 6 p.m. where I'll be uploading the next in-depth analysis video of the next travel credit card in my list. Trust me, there's a lot to talk about. I also want to hear about your opinions as well. So let me ask you guys a question that's been on my mind for a while. How many travel credit cards do you have right now? And which travel credit cards are they? I'll start off by answering my own question. I have the Capital One Venture X card by Capital One, and that's the only one I have right now. I'm considering getting the Chase Sapphire Preferred just so I can make my way into the Chase ecosystem. And that's my answer. So with that, thank you for watching and stay safe out there, guys. Peace.